I think there are a lot of agencies in the federal government where it's hard to parse whether it's an executive function they're engaged in or a legislative function. We obviously have the Perlmutter case that we're holding where you're dealing with the Library of Congress, which half of it's a library, half of it's things like the copyright. What are we supposed to do with that, if you're correct?
Well, Mr. Chief Justice, in Free Enterprise Fund, this court, I think, very aptly stated that the vast and varied nature of the federal government is a reason not to make general pronouncements on issues that haven't been briefed and argued. There are certainly situations where there are tough line drawing problems. You raised the Perlmutter case as one that may raise arguments of that nature, but by and large, the sort of insight that goes from Morrison to FCC against Arlington and to seal of law recognizes that these multi-member agencies that are exercising what this court has repeatedly recognized as quintessential executive powers, like the FTC, rulemaking, adjudication, investigation, seeking of civil enforcement power, litigation, seeking civil enforcement powers, or civil enforcement remedies, and so forth. Those are not close cases.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate your point about not deciding cases that aren't before us, and I meant the Perlmutter case as an example. But I'm not sure you answered the question. Is this a severance issue? Do we so the agency is okay so long as half of it survives in one branch and half in the other, and if so, who gets to decide that?
For the vast majority of these agencies, I think seal law pointed out there's maybe about 24 executive agencies that are multi-member structure and have removal authority. I think the logic of this court adopted it for severability in Free Enterprise Fund and seal law, and Collins indicates that in the vast majority of cases there would be an excision just of the removal authority. Now, if there are agencies that kind of straddle the line between legislative and executive, that might present part or severability.